Hello and welcome to the next tutorial in my series how to program ESP32 board with built-in display. In the first tutorial we learned how to properly install boards and libraries in the Arduino IDE. In this one we will learn how to work with touch inputs. Through this series we'll be using the affordable Waveshare 2-inch development board with this beautiful display. The link to the board is in the description, so feel free to check it out. And if you find this video helpful, you can support my work in many ways. Links are in the description. So let's learn how to deal with touch inputs. Okay, let's start. We will start with our Hello World example, or example 1 from last tutorial. If you missed that tutorial, please go through it, because in that tutorial we learned how to install Arduino GFX library and how to declare our objects and how to draw something on screen. In this case it will just fill screen with black color. It will set text size to, set cursor to position 50-50, so 50 pixels from left and 50 pixels from top. Set text color green and it will print hello world. Right now in our tutorial board folder which we made in last tutorial, we have few examples. I will put all these examples in same GitHub, so it will be easy for you to follow. We are starting with hello world example. Later we will rename it to hello touch. And in our libraries we currently have only one library, which is GFX library, which is in charge for display. Now let's install a library which we will need to detect touch inputs. So I will go to library manager and here I will write cc underline bb underline cap touch. And this is a library made by Larry. Actually, I know Larry, very capable man, and he made so many useful libraries and stuff for makers. So I will install this. Now we have our library installed and I can close library manager. I will need to include it. bb.h. Now we will need touch object, so here we will need I will call it just touch. Later you will probably just copy and paste these parts. And now we need to init our touch in setup, and I will just paste it because there is no need to memorize all these functions, and you will basically every time you are making something you will just copy them and paste. This is touch init. It is connected to I2C, and these are I2 pins, and this is speed, and we are using orientation 0, and we also need to give it information about our screen size. And now let's read some touch inputs. To do that we will go into loop. I will delete these comments. I will need this touch info object. Touch info, let's call it touch info. And I will again just copy this part because it is easier. So this part of code is doing, it will get some touch samples and the number of fingers on the display, and if everything is right, it will print line in serial monitor x coordinate of first finger. We will use just one finger, but x coordinate of our touch. But we will not use serial print line because we have our display, so we will show that coordinate on our display. I will leave this here because I will need this. So first what I want to do is set cursor, let's say 20, no, let's say 10, 10. So in the back, in a top left corner, we will print GFX print coordinate of x coordinate of our touch. And now I can upload this. And after uploading, here is our example. We still have that hello world text on the screen. And now I will touch my display, and here we should see x coordinate. And it is working, but every time I'm touching a screen, new number is drawn over the last one. And this is common error that confuse people quite often. So solution for this problem is to before drawing, before printing or something on the screen, we will delete or erase that part of screen by simply GFX drawing black rectangle on that part of the screen over the old number. So rectangle, first argument is X position, second is Y position, so I will draw it in a top left corner. Next number is width of rectangle. Let's say I want 70 and height is 30 and color is black. And now let's upload this. And after uploading, we can see that our example is working. Screen width is 240. So if I touch here, I will get approximately 240, and here is 0. And it is working. And now let's try to make 3 boxes, red, green, and blue, which will draw here last color that is touched. But we will also need a little bit of planning. So this is, let's say this is our screen, and this is 220 pixel, and this is 240. And I decided that size of our box will be 80 pixels by 80 pixels. pixels. Why? Because 240 divided by 3 is 80. So we will have one box here. This will be 80. This will be 80. This will be 80. I hope you can follow my disaster handwriting. I decided that from top to this box we will have 20. And each box will have x coordinate 80. Because we are starting and at this is 80 pixels. And size is also 80. So we will have the same space from left and from right. And now we need to find y coordinates of this, this, and this. Y coordinate of this, we said that space is 20. So coordinate of y coordinate of this is 20. And coordinate of this is 20 plus 80 is 100 and plus 20, so 120. 20 plus 80 is 100 and plus 20, 120. Difference between these two is 100, so we can just conclude that this needs to be 220. This plus 100, and we will still have some space here. Sorry for bad writing. I hope this helps. Let's put that in code. So first, we don't need this hello world, but I will leave this text set text size because we will still print some text here. And here we need to some variables. Int box size or button size. Let's call it box. It is not button. Box size is 80. Both width and height. X coordinate is always 80 for all three boxes or buttons because all three of them are moved 80 pixels from left. But we need 3 variables for y coordinate. For first box we said that it is 20. I will just copy paste this. For second box is 20 plus 100 because there is 20 pixels space and 80 pixels is box height, so 120 is y coordinate 2. And now we need to 120 plus 100 is 220. Make sure you change these numbers 1, 2, 3. So this will be a red box, this will be green, and this will be blue box. Now we can draw them in setup because we will not change that part of screen. GFX fill rectangle. X coordinate. Y coordinate of first box is called Y coordinate 1. Sorry, I'm mixing Croatian and English. Width of our box is box size, and height is also box size, and color is red. And now to make this video short, I will just copy this 2 times, and only thing I need to change is this and this, and of course colors: red, green, blue. I will save this example on another name. Hello touch. Hello touch. And we will still leave this function, which will set. This function is crucial because it will turn off backlight. Without it you will not see anything. So with this function we are setting backlight from 0 to 155. I will click upload, and while we are waiting, I will invite you to subscribe to buy this board, because under is affiliate link, I'm not gonna lie. And I will ask you, if you want to support my work, you can always buy me coffee, you can always join my Patreon channel, or there is YouTube. Thanks are YouTube makers, because your donations helps a lot with my current financial situation and with motivation also. Okay, let's upload. Enough of e-begging. And now we have nice 3 rectangles, but when I touch them I can still see just X coordinate. Now I want to do that. If I touch red one, here will say red. If I touch green one, it will say green. If I touch blue one, it will print here blue. And if I touch here, it will not write anything. And basically how to do it. So if I have this rectangle, and if I know that my touch coordinate is 100, 100, because that library is just giving us coordinate. We need to do all the rest of work we need to do ourselves to compare is some object touched. Sorry for my English. So if touched X is higher than this and lower than this plus 80, so if touch is higher than this, which is, and lower than 80 plus 80, which is, and same for Y coordinate. If touch position is higher than this, which is not, and if it's lower than this plus 80, it will know that in this case we didn't touch anything, and it will not detect. I know it is confusing, and I probably haven't explained it very well, but I need to be because I need to be at my work in less than 1 hour. So let's try to explain better in code. So we will need to do same job for each box, and first I will try to do for a red box. So if touch coordinate of x is larger than x coordinate, and I will also copy this, and touch x coordinate is less than x coordinate plus box size, and we need to do same for y coordinate. So if y coordinate is higher than y coordinate 1, and sorry, wrong keyboard, and the y coordinate is less than y coordinate plus box size, it will do this. It will, I will just copy this here, it will delete that part of the screen, and it will print red. So if first box is touched, we need to compare coordinates of box and coordinates of our touch. If first box is touched, it will delete screen, set cursor to 1010 and print red. And for other boxes, we can just copy this 2 times. If green is touched, green is, I just need to change here to match coordinates of second box, which is, and here is error, coordinate 2. And it needs to say green. And here it needs to say blue, and we need to change this to coordinate 3, and here coordinate 3. I will check this. Like always, I noticed error, which is here. So this needs to be open, and we have end. So it will detect properly if all these are true. Now I will upload again. And here it is. This is our example finished. If I touch red, it will set red. If I touch blue, it will be blue. If I red, green, blue, green, blue, green. If I touch here, it will not change to anything. You can download this example. I will post a link in the description. Like always, I hope you learn something, and these are really useful basics, and I was really happy when I learned this some time ago, and I hope you will have fun with this. Next week we will have new tutorial. I will put all the tutorials in playlists. Thank you, my subscriber, for giving me that idea, not giving me to telling me that I should do that. Thank you, and sorry for my English, and I will need to be at work very soon, so I am a bit in a rush. Goodbye.